back in 2013. The first ever Natural Progression Series final at the Garage in Islington. Mark Andrews versus Paul Robinson. Mark Andrews won the first and inaugural Natural Progression Series, and it took him less than 15 minutes to become Progress Wrestling World Champion after that. Since then, Flash Morgan Webster, Pastor William Eva, who went on to be a Progress Wrestling Champion himself, Tony Storm winning the fourth Natural Progression Series to become the inaugural Progress Wrestling Women's Champion, and last year Mark Davis winning the Natural Progression Series and choosing to cash in against the Swords of Essex for him and his partner Kyle Fletcher to win back their Progress Tag Team Championships. This isn't just about winning the one-day tournament today. This is about a shot at a title of your choosing whenever you should choose to cash it in. My name's Glenn Joseph, joined by Matt Richards, and we are in match one of the one-day tournament, the Natural Progression Series, and what a match to start us off.
Yeah, and we're kicking it off with two favorites for this tournament. Maybe the fans' favorite and the hand-picked favorite. Obviously, the OJMO, incredibly popular with the Progress Ultras recently, but Veit Müller is the man that has been hand-chosen by the Progress World Champion.
Well, absolutely. This year, the Natural Progression Series, we always try and put a different spin on it. And this year it's been, if you like, mentors putting together their, not necessarily their students, but people who they believe deserve to be in this title contention tournament here. The Natural Progression Series as Müller mows down. And there's more than just Müller versus OJMO here. We are looking at what is essentially a prelude of the seconds, if you like, of our main event tomorrow. Still chasing Alexandra Palace. The main event, Volta defending the Progress Unified World Championship against David Starr. And I wonder who they chose to go into this tournament, Matt.
And that's what's really fascinating about this whole tournament, but maybe more specifically this contest. You've got to feel that Starr and Walter have been in the ears of both of their proteges as we're getting a real good look at what Veit Müller is all about. You know, we spoke before we came on air about Müller, and you were kind of asking me what to expect from this wrestler. Obviously, a new member of Ringkampf, but really has that old European catch wrestling style. That very simple but effective method that we've seen Volta employed to become world champion. Everything Müller does is dangerous and vicious, as we've seen early on with them shoulder tackles.
And shoulder is a story here as well, of course, because the OJMO is coming into this tournament with certainly some neck trouble. His neck has been bothering him going into this, and we say this every year, and we will come back to this over the course of the tournament. 3 matches in one day benefits some talent involved in this more than others, but Veit Müller, the first person to ever be invited to join Ringkampf and put in by the world champion Walter, crisscrossed there by the OJMO. Still heads his takeover. Joel Alating, evasive action, a dropkick sends Müller to the outside. And a dropkick. We put out a social poll over the course of this week where we asked who we thought the Progress Ultras that was going to win this tournament, and many people picked the OJMO at least as a finalist, and OJMO could be lining Müller up here.
Looking for that Fosby flop, but
Müller evades it, doesn't realize that OJMO's on the apron, and a kick straight into the chest.
And if there's one advantage that OJMO has, is that he's riding a wave of momentum coming into this tournament. That big singles victory over Shigehiro Irie, and of course that tag team match where he teamed up with David Starr to take on Volta and Irie. There is no one in this tournament riding a wave of momentum quite like OJMO.
Ducks the line from Müller up to the second rope. Crossbody attempt, but the big man from Hamburg catches OJMO. Slips out the back. Into the corner and catches Müller coming in with a back elbow. Oh, my goodness. Now, I've seen Zach Gibson throw some thrusts in his time, but I don't think I've ever seen the impetus behind it like Müller just hit the OJMO.
And you can see exactly why he was invited with open arms into ring camp. Really fits into that group of professional wrestlers. Just so violent with his strikes.
And certainly Walter-esque with that chop into the chest of OJMO. You hear by the reaction of the sold-out crowd here at the Electric Ballroom. And onto the edge of the ring.
And I think this is here what makes Müller a favorite for this tournament. He's so good at grinding opponents down, taking his time to dissect his opponents without withstanding a lot of damage, and that is going to work in your favor, especially in a one-night tournament.
Well, absolutely. You're going to have to win 3 matches in order to be crowned the winner of the Natural Progression Series and enjoy that and join that illustrious list of people who have already won this tournament. And of course, at such an advantage as well with that open title opportunity. Some people have been a little, dare I say, sneakier than others with when to use that opportunity with various levels of success as well. But at this point, like you said, Müller manages to avoid the OJMO's offense thus far and grinds him down that trapezius lock that he was using before. And now that cravat double knees into the face of the OJMO. Now cover 10 by Müller.
You know, I mentioned how much of a practitioner of that old European catch style that he is. You can see in that maneuver there a little bit of William Regal, a little bit of Finn Finlay, and you know, 2 men that made their names in tournaments in Hamburg, in Germany. And you know that Müller has absorbed that history and influence.
Of course, you know, these are run tournaments that would last weeks going into months. That tournament wrestling in Germany, that catch style. And I think you could be forgiven for, it's like elbow now down across the neck, trapezius and chest area of the OJMO. Forgive me for thinking, looking at Müller, that he was going to be this big kind of powerhouse, but you're absolutely right, man. It's a lot of the European and dare I say old British style that Müller actually brings to the competition and brings to ring camp.
And that is something that is handed down from generation to generation. And it's something that is not accessible to a lot of people, and Müller's made advantage of it.
Now, roll up by OJMO. Müller manages to escape. OJMO going to the leg. That's certainly a good idea to chop down the much bigger Veit, and now clubbing blows into the back of the OJMO. Now the point of the elbow between the shoulder blades.
Maybe a bit of a point, maybe I'm being a little bit harsh in this, but OJMO coming out with that tape on his neck and his trapezius, to me, at this early stage in the tournament, is a bad idea, because it is essentially a target on your body. And the last thing you want is a target on your body with someone who's so precise and dangerous with his offense.
We know in this ever-changing landscape there is British independent wrestling. The dangers and the workload, if you like, is now more so than ever being increased on the young men and women who are part of this British wrestling scene. You know, the OJMO has gone from wrestling maybe once every few weeks. Müller using the full advantage there of the ropes and indeed distracting referee Joel Allen. Of course, when you associate with the likes of Timothy Thatcher and Walter, you mentioned earlier on that Müller's like a hybrid of Walter and Marcel Bartel, a member of ring camp. Managed to get the knees into the small of the back there of Müller.
OJMO now.
Lands a dropkick in the face.
Starting to rock Veit.
And another dropkick. Veit staggered. OJMO to the second rope. And a missile dropkick. Hooks to the leg nearest the ropes. Could be, but Müller out before 3. That's the difference between the OJMO of a year ago and the OJMO of now, is that with those reps in the ring, with the amount of matches that he's had, you gain experience. Challenging to push OJMO back off, who measures him but misses with the kick. A clothesline into the barrel chest of Müller. There's a knee from the OJMO.
Well, OJMO has got himself back in this contest, reminiscent of that singles matchup with Irie where he got some separation.
Oh! And who does that remind you of, Matt?
Textbook execution on that sleeper hold. Something that I'm sure Müller and his mentor would have perfected in the lead up to this tournament.
I'm sure that Walter wants to send a message as well via one of his mercenaries to David Starr, who will be challenging Walter for the unified title.
Oh, beautifully done.
Müller with the takeover. Oof. OJMO catches him coming in. Oh! What a connection from the OJMO. And now the London native, the fan favorite, heading up to the top rope. Müller's back to his feet though. Oh, straight headbutt into the stomach of OJMO.
Yeah, just using whatever body part was available to him.
A battering ram into the corner. And
oh, well, he's maybe look at that double underhook suplex again.
Butterfly lock. Oof. Headbutt. As Müller prone. OJMO, top rope. Almost mocking.
Oh, low down from OJMO.
Inside legs hooked. Oh. And Müller just makes it out before 3.
Or maybe just a little bit of psychological warfare directed at the Progress World Champion there.
We mentioned mentors and proteges. OJMO owes a lot to David Starr, and he would certainly like to send a message by not just advancing in this tournament, but by beating Müller. Oh, Müller. Oh, a slap by Müller. He's only got a side lock on.
Oh no, he's got it in there. That's in deep.
Goes from side control, but now OJMO trying to drop that left shoulder. Trying to transition some of the pressure, but he needs to turn away from the bicep of Müller, not towards it. Pushes himself back. Cover! OJMO driving with the legs, but only manages to get a 3. Now, rolls through!
There it is!
The monster of the half grab! Müller fighting to get near that rope! And Müller turns!
The winner of this contest, the OJMO